Hello. In this video we are going to see 10 surprising facts about Queen Elizabeth. Let's get started. Elizabeth and Margaret got their parents' permission to join the massive crowds celebrating the end of World War II on May 8, 1945. The Queen has recalled the evening as one of the most memorable in her life. I remember lines of unknown people linking arms and walking down Whitehall, all of us just swept along on a tide of happiness and relief, she said in 1985, according to a post by the royal family on Instagram. The Queen's real birthday is April 21st, but the country doesn't officially celebrate until June 11th. Monarchs with birthdays in colder months typically schedule an additional, official birthday when the weather is likely to be better for a parade. Elizabeth had one every June called Trooping the Colour. Elizabeth's father brought home the royal family's first corgi in 1933, and on her 18th birthday, Elizabeth was gifted her very own corgi named Susan, according to the Associated Press. Many of her subsequent corgis descended directly from Susan. She also introduced an entirely new dog breed known as a corgi, a cross between a corgi and a dachshund. As early as the 12th century, the British monarchy laid claim to all mute swans in the country, according to the official royal family website. Back then, the birds were considered a delicacy. Today, the Queen doesn't eat those swans, but she technically still owns them. Every year, the Queen's Swan Marker, actual job title, leads a multi-day census called the Swan Upping to count the birds and check up on their health. Plus, thanks to the 1324 statute, the Queen can also claim ownership of all fishes royal, that means any sturgeon, dolphins, whales, and porpoises that reside in the waters around the UK. The Telegraph reported that the Queen carried out 341 royal engagements in 2015, more than Prince Harry, Prince William, and Kate combined during that year. Ahead of the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969, dozens of world leaders were invited to write messages of goodwill that were transferred onto a small silicon disk. That disk is still sitting on the surface of the moon. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin placed it just below the American flag they planted at the landing site, according to NASA. On behalf of the British people, I salute the skill and courage which have brought man to the moon, the Queen wrote in her moon message. May this endeavour increase the knowledge and well-being of mankind. According to The Independent, Margaret Rhodes, the Queen's cousin, once said that the Queen has a strict regimen for her alcohol intake. She reportedly took a gin and dubonnet before lunch, with a slice of lemon and a lot of ice, wine with lunch, and a dry martini and a glass of champagne in the evening. However, in October 2021, Vanity Fair reported that the then 95-year-old had been advised by doctors to give up her daily alcoholic drinks and to opt for water and juice instead. The alcohol has gone, her doctors want to make sure she is as fit and healthy as possible, a source told the publication. Apparently, the Queen was rather taken the Essie's classic pale pink polish ballet slipper, which currently retails for just $7. Essie says that, in 1989, Queen Elizabeth's hairdresser wrote a letter to nail polish mogul Essie Weingarten requesting a bottle of the classic shade. The Queen refused to wear any other color. A 2020 report in The Telegraph suggested the Queen uses her trusty handbag to subtly exit uncomfortable or boring meetings. If the Queen was at dinner and places her handbag on the table, her staff knew that she wanted the event to end in the next 5 minutes. And if she put her bag on the floor, it signaled that she would like to be rescued from her current conversation. While she appeared stony-faced in some photos, the Queen really did have a fun side. One of her former security guards recalled a time when a group of tourists at Balmoral Estate didn't recognize the monarch, who was wearing a headscarf at the time. The group asked Elizabeth if they had ever met the Queen. No, Elizabeth reportedly responded. Then she pointed to a nearby policeman and said, "But he has."